Have you ever been chased by an animal 2 or 3 times your size just for the fun of it? I know I have. My name is Alex Troyer, and today be speaking on a topic known as the running of the bulls. It's an annual Spanish tradition that brings so many people to it, and it's actually very dangerous. I want to speak on this topic because I've always been fascinated with rodeos and things of that nature, and I want to extend my mindset a little and my interest in big animals like bulls and stuff like that. So I wanted to reach outside of the United States and try and focus on a topic that was in another country, possibly even another continent. So what we'll be talking on today is the Spanish annual tradition known as the running of the bulls, how this tradition attracts so many foreigners and so many people from that area, and how dangerous this event actually is. Now let's move a little deeper into how and when this tradition started. So throughout my research, I found an article on October 5th, 2020, located on the Time website titled A Brief History of the Running of the Bulls. It was written by Randy James. In Mr. James' article, he states that this tradition could have been around since the 13th century. But we know now it's been going uninterrupted since 1592. This tradition started out when Spaniards were moving animals through the city to the bullfighting ring. People would shout and chase the bulls down the streets in order to get them from one place to another. It was believed that people began to run from the bulls sometime in the 1800s. The reason the event was held in the city of Pamplona is because there was a man by the name of Saint Firmin. Now, I read an article October 15, 2020, located on the Salt and Light TV website, that the tradition was held due to the legend of Saint Firmin. The legend states that Firmin was arrested and sentenced to the death penalty by his faith. Firmin was then tied to a bull by his feet and dragged to his death. People of Pamplona celebrate him through the racing bulls, even though it was not Firmin that was actually put to death in this way. Now, as I stated, many foreigners were brought to Spain because of this event, and because of a man by the name of Ernest Hemingway, which wrote a book titled The Sun Also Rises, which talks about the running of the bulls and the bullfights that take place in Pamplona. With the publication of Mr. Hemingway's book, brought loads of attention to this event located in Pamplona, as you can see on the map. The book made so many people across the world know about these events, and it made them interested to watch. Now thousands of foreigners attend these events yearly. Not only the Spaniards running in the races, but Americans, as well as many other nationalities. Now, with these thousands of people being drawn in to watch participate brings many devastating events. There have been a few deaths and many injuries involved in these races. There have been 14 deaths since 1924, as stated in the article on the Time website, which I accessed October 15, 2020. The last to be fatally gored was 22-year-old American Matthew Tassio in 1995. There are rules to these events which you can imagine are broken quite often. The rules include, if a runner is knocked down, they're to stay on the ground, runners may not be intoxicated at the time of the run, and you must be at least 18 years of age to be a runner. As you can probably guess, these rules were put in place over time for different reasons and different occasions that occurred. One example includes the death of Mr. Tassio. Because Mr. Tassio was knocked over by one of the animals, he got back up to begin running again. As he was getting back up, another animal came through and killed him. I want to review all my points and see what all of us have learned about the running of the bulls. But first, a memorable thought. Let me ask you this. Do you want to be him now that you know what you know? Running the bulls, many of us would say no, but some may say yes because they're daring and willing to take the risk. At first thought, hearing about this event may excite you and make you want to be a part of it. But after you hear the details, it's not so pretty. With that out of the way, let's touch each topic lightly. What do we know about the Running of Bulls? The Running of Bulls event has grown so much over time. It's attracted so many people from across the world, and it is very dangerous. I hope with everything I've explained to you all that now you understand why this event is so important to the Spaniards. Thank you. Questions?
There was one picture and it was like a white kind of like it looked like TV. What was the other one?
Was it that one?
I don't know. I think that one.
So that is actually a crowd of people attending the Running of the Bulls, and you probably be able to see the white and red color difference. And that is their dress whenever they attend this event. Any more questions?
Did you want to do
I actually did not, and I don't know that I'd want to, knowing what I know still, because of it being dangerous. It does seem like something very fun and possibly interesting to maybe attend one day, but I don't know.
All right, good job. Thank you.